everyone. My name is India Kern, and I thought today it would be a great day to bring together some divorce professionals to answer some questions that I have so many of my clients. They come to a crossroads and they are stuck because they don't understand about the financial piece of divorce. So I thought, what a great opportunity to bring in a family law attorney that I actually work with closely on Second Saturday, Elizabeth Gerbasi. I'm going to let her introduce herself. And then Jo-Ann Little, who runs Second Saturday and also has a mediation firm and is a CDFA. Again, I'll let her introduce herself, but I thought what a great platform this would be to have a divorce roundtable and answer those questions like, I'm thinking about divorcing, but I just don't know how to use the money. Can I use the money? So I will open up the floor to you, Elizabeth. Please introduce yourself and then Jo-Ann, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of this discussion.
Sounds good. Thank you, India. So I'm Elizabeth Gerbasi, and I'm a family law attorney here in San Diego. I have my own practice. I'm a solo attorney, and I do lots of divorces. I also do estate planning, so that's very helpful and integrated to have someone that does both of those as well. And I am commonly a mutual attorney with Jo-Ann's Divorce Help, which is mediations. So of course, those are much easier than hiring an attorney. So I'll let Jo-Ann introduce herself and how her mediation firm works.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. So yeah, we wanted to bring you just a quick video today. I do divorce mediation. I also host a Second Saturday workshop for divorce, which happens every second Saturday of the month. You can find us at Second Saturday San Diego, all spelled out.org for more information. But often we get folks who maybe both parties, maybe one party have decided that a divorce is inevitable, but nobody wants to pull the trigger. Nobody wants to be the bad girl, the bad guy. People are afraid about money. Can I use community money? Am I able, what if I pull the trigger and he or she, closes me out of accounts? So we wanted to bring you just an abbreviated version of kind of the truth behind all that, because, well-meaning friends, family, and the internet can give us some very poor information. So I'm going to turn it over to Elizabeth here in a moment, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that when you file for divorce, you actually are providing a safe haven for yourself and for your family for a number of reasons that I'm going to let Elizabeth explain. And in the divorce petition in something called the ATROs, Automatic Restraining Orders, there are safeguards for you and your family as to how you could use community funds. Doing divorce mediation and specializing in the division of assets and debts, the disclosure process is very important. So eventually you will need to disclose any money that you have removed from accounts during the divorce process, but know that you are allowed to do this, to take care of yourself and to move forward in the process. So many people get stuck at this point, and it causes additional conflict and resentment. So we wanted to just chat with you a little bit about some of the points that are true and correct in the petition paperwork. And then if you guys need more information, you can reach out to us or attend the seminar. So Elizabeth, can you speak briefly to those 2 points for our listeners?
Sure. So like as Jo-Ann said, once the initial paperwork is filed, there are things that you and your spouse are prevented from doing. They are moving money around, concealing money, hiding it, spending it all, things like that. So the community estate during a divorce, assets, community property goes from the date of marriage to the date of separation. So when you physically separate or file your paperwork, then you're no longer responsible for what the other party is doing. So that's very important if you're in limbo. If you can't decide if you want to file, if you want to, go on this vacation first, if you want to wait it out, just keep in mind that you are still responsible for any assets, debts accumulated, and any assets coming in. You're still one community estate. So what you can do once the divorce is filed, obviously you can do anything by agreement. So what I usually have my clients do is open up their own checking account, number one. So start getting your own money transferred there instead of a joint account. And then just as a very black and white statement, all the joint account is 50-50. So no matter who put their money in there to begin with, half of it is yours. Now, we might figure out a way later we want to divide it differently, or somebody needs reimbursements or things like that. But I mean, everybody recognizes that you do need money to eat. You need money, to pay utilities, pay for your car and things like that. So even though once you file the paperwork, you're prevented from, hiding or spending, you obviously have to use it to live. So I like my clients theoretically to each open their own checking account, to have each spouse divide, 50-50 down the middle. We may alter that later, pay someone back, equalize a different way, but you are allowed to take half of the money. Just make sure that you tell the other spouse and make sure that you kind of keep track of how much you took and where it went, because we're going to have to itemize that later. But you are allowed to take money. You need to eat.
Yeah, that's great. And so many people don't know that or don't think that. So,
Yeah.
And I also want to thank you so much, Elizabeth, is really focus on how important it is to manage yourself emotionally through this process as much as you can. India is the specialist there. And so having somebody as a sounding board and not trying to mediate or bargain or barter with your emotions is really a good idea in a divorce. Of course, I see a lot of people who come to me who emotionally are really struggling, and that makes the process even harder. So if you'd like to find out more, please feel free to register for our seminar at secondsaturdaysandiego.org. You will see all of us out there. Any closing comments, India?
I think it's just so important. Knowledge is key, because when you have knowledge, you have confidence to make wise and informed decisions. When you are uncertain, you stay in a state of fear, and then decision making is very difficult. So gather knowledge, people. Come to Second Saturday.
Right. What do
Awesome.
they say? If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
You're right. Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hope to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.